Have you ever wondered how a trade can completely change a player's life? Well, the Boston Celtics just made headlines with a move that has left fans buzzing. A key player who was once a vital part of our roster is now making waves elsewhere, and his thoughts on the situation are eye-opening. Stick around as we dive into the emotional aftermath of this trade and what it means for the future of the Celtics. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a like to stay updated on all things Boston Celtics. Malcolm Brogdon's recent comments about his trade from the Boston Celtics to the Portland Trail Blazers have stirred up some emotions. And as a passionate Celtics fan, it's hard not to reflect on what that move means for both him and the franchise. Brogdon, who was pivotal for us during his time in Boston and even snagged the 6th Man of the Year award, made it clear that trades aren't just business decisions. They impact lives. He emphasized how uprooting families and moving across the country can take a toll on players, something that often gets lost in the excitement of roster changes. Now, let's dive into the implications of Brogdon's trade and how it affects the future of the Celtics. We all remember how close we were to that championship glory with him on the roster. Watching the Celtics win a title while he was in Portland must have been bittersweet for him. I mean, can you imagine being on the cusp of greatness and then having to watch from the sidelines? It's a tough pill to swallow, and it makes you wonder about the long-term effects of such decisions on team chemistry and morale. Since leaving us, Brogdon has been averaging 15.2 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 5.1 assists per game with the Wizards. That's solid production, but it also raises questions about what could have been had he remained with the Celtics. Did we make the right choice by letting him go? I'm honestly torn. On one hand, the front office might have thought they needed to shake things up to create a championship-caliber team. On the other hand, we lost a player who had a significant impact on our success just a season prior. What's crucial here is how this trade shapes our current roster and future prospects. The Celtics are in a unique position with a talented core, but we also need to ensure that we maintain depth and versatility. Brogdon brought a unique skill set that allowed us to compete at the highest level. Now, with him in Washington, are we missing that spark? Are we elevating the right players into those roles? Or are we risking a drop in performance as we head into the tougher parts of the season? And let's not forget about the emotional aspect here. As fans, we often focus on the excitement of new players or potential trades, but we can lose sight of the human element. Brogdon's comments remind us that these athletes are not just names on a jersey. They're people who invest their lives into this game. It's a reminder to us all that every decision made by the front offices has real consequences. Consequences that ripple through families, communities, and fan bases like ours. So, what does this mean for our championship aspirations? Well, I think it's important for us to rally around our current squad and appreciate the talent we still have. But we also need to keep an eye on how these changes affect team dynamics. The chemistry we built last season was palpable, and while we're all excited about the new season, it's vital that we don't overlook the importance of stability and continuity. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the Brogdon trade? Was it the right move? Or do you believe we should have held on to him a bit longer? I'm genuinely interested in your thoughts, so drop your comments below and let's get a discussion going. This is a pivotal time for the Celtics, and your insights could shed light on how we navigate this season. Malcolm Brogdon recently opened up about his trade from the Boston Celtics, and as a passionate Celtics fan, I can't help but feel a mix of nostalgia and gratitude for what he contributed during his time in Boston. Brogdon was a pivotal part of our roster last season, earning the 6th Man of the Year award while helping the Celtics reach the Eastern Conference Finals. It's hard not to appreciate how he stepped up in big moments, and his impact was undeniable. Now, he's with the Washington Wizards after being traded along with Robert Williams III and some draft assets for Drew Holiday, who played a crucial role in our championship run last year. Brogdon acknowledges that while trades can feel personal for players, they're often just business decisions for teams. I can understand that, Uprooting your life and family to start anew in another city is no small feat, and it can definitely weigh on a player's mind. What struck me was Brogdon's insight about transitioning from a championship-caliber team, like the Celtics, to rebuilding situations in Portland and Washington. He mentioned needing a mindset shift, transitioning from competing for titles to being part of a team that's still finding its footing. It's a testament to his character that he embraces this role of leadership on a young Wizards team. He's been tasked with guiding a group that is still learning how to play together, and I have to say, it feels good to know he's taking that challenge head on. Jaylen Brown's comments about Brogdon and Robert Williams also resonate deeply. He referred to these players as family, and it's true. Celtics players share a bond that extends beyond the court. They've fought through adversity together, and seeing them succeed elsewhere is bittersweet. We all know the business side of basketball, but when you've invested so much emotionally into your teammates, it's tough to see them go. Brogdon's performance in the recent loss to the Celtics was impressive, posting an 18-point, 10-rebound double-double. Despite the loss, he expressed admiration for the Celtics team, highlighting how well-rounded they are and how the duo of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown has grown together. It's moments like these that remind us why we fell in love with the game in the first place. Even as Brogdon wears a different jersey now, his respect for the Celtics remains evident, and that's something I appreciate. As a fan, I can't help but wonder if trading Brogdon was the right decision. Sure, we gained Drew Holiday, who has proven to be a key player for us, but Brogdon's presence on the court was a unique asset. You believe that was the best decision? I'm honestly divided. Will Holiday's contributions outweigh the chemistry and leadership Brogdon brought to the locker room? Only time will tell. Looking ahead, the Celtics are in a strong position with their current roster, and the championship window remains open. But it's crucial to monitor how these changes affect the team's dynamics. The chemistry we built last year was special, and while we've added new talent, I hope we don't lose sight of that bond. What do you think? Are the Celtics making the right moves to keep us competitive? Or do you feel there's something missing? I genuinely want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights and frustrations are what make this community vibrant. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to stay updated on all things Celtics, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with fellow fans, and subscribe to the channel. And make sure to activate the notification bell so you won't miss any essential updates. Let's keep the conversation going. And as always, go Celtics!